Well, at the end of what, you might be asking. The end of my channel? End of collaborations with Jesse? End of, school? You're probably wondering what I mean by the end. Well, I've been thinking a good bit about this. This is... originally when I was going to do this, it was going to be an April Fool's joke, but now it's become more serious, okay? In short, I'm going to be basically cutting YouTube for the time being because I got word they're canceling school for pretty much the end of the year, meaning they're most likely going to double down on the amount of work we have to do. And so I really don't know if they're going to still go laid back, or if they're going to double down and make us go on all cylinders. If it's that type of doubling down, in other words, an increased workload, I will not have any time to do YouTube, any time to do any collaborations, or any time to do anything I want to do in general away from YouTube. So, I just want to let you know this may be, and I say may with a very good reason, this may be my last video for a while. Currently, I have a 27-week exam study guide I need to fill out, which I basically held off on for a while, but recently they gave us the key for it, so I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm going to be trying to fill that out. After that, I'm going to try and finish the other English assignment I have to do. As for collaborations with Jesse, due to him being as busy as me and most likely ending up having to get busier with his schoolwork, the chances of us being able to do anything is going to be pretty much slim to none for a while. I could ask him if maybe I could just be in a call with him, but as for you guys seeing me in the game with him, that's probably not going to be the case. If it's like Rails Unlimited, that's going to be what I'm going to ask him about. If you do another Rails Unlimited video, could I at least be in a call with you so I could give you accurate information? I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if that will happen due to everything that's going on in the world currently, but I do know this. Any and all remaining trips that my grandmother and I planned have now been put on a indefinite hiatus. Because I don't know when all this will blow over, when everything will reopen, when the world will go back to normal. And to be honest, my grandmother, okay, she's way up in the year range, all right? And I don't want, social media, this, or anything else to cause me to make a stupid decision that I'll end up regretting. The places I want to see aren't going anywhere just yet, and I still have plenty of time to see them. With or without her. So at this point, any trips we had planned, including the trip to Connecticut so I could see Jesse again, have been put on indefinite hiatus due to this virus. It's better to be safe than sorry, and it sure as hell is better to call something off before you end up taking a huge risk and then ending up having a huge mistake occur as a result. So, with that out of the way, I'm just going to say this. It's going to be a while before you see another trip playlist concerning the channel, so yeah, this isn't exactly a prank. I'm not quitting YouTube. Besides, last time I tried that, I basically went on and put April Fools in the description and title. You don't see that here. This time it's for real. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not going to end it. I'm not deleting the channel. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just trying to now quite literally set my priorities straight. I want to make that clear with everyone who is in this stream and everyone who decided to leave before I could explain it properly. I am doing this to set my priorities straight. I have enough schoolwork I'm behind on as it is because of the fact I don't have the right equipment for some of the assignments. Yes, I'm talking about my digital design class. Sorry, Miss Coyle. But my Toshiba is not built to the same high-powered specs as the computers we have in the class. So, I honestly don't know what else to tell you there. I mean, unless... And this is for most of my classes. If there's any, like, alternate assignments that I could do, that would be great. But, like, as for anything concerning, say, stop motion or Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Animate, all that, I don't think there's a way... I don't even think my computer could handle running those programs because it's not high-powered. It only has 4 gigabytes of RAM. In short, I'm faced with a dilemma with this particular class. I don't want to fail, obviously. It's literally my last year of high school. I don't want to fail, but at this point, I don't know what we're going to do. Since they've closed schools for the rest of the year, clearly any graduation ceremonies, all that, reunions, that's all out of the water now. That's sunk, in a sense. So, yeah... I just wanted to set the record straight with y'all. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not ending it. I'm not deleting my channel. So you don't need to overreact. This boy ain't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to try and get my schoolwork done first, which I will be picking back up on once this is over. With the main thing being our 27-week exam study guide for economics. Well, that's because of me being stupid at the school. It's different now. Because, and it's different for a reason. Because it's harder to get your work done when you're unable to have those around you who know how to help you. Senya, going back to the collaborations at this point, I did ask him well before this point, way before any of this mess broke out, what were the chances of us continuing to do, any kind of collaborations? And he said, and I quote, that's sort of waning, which means, we're both gradually starting to get burned out. And that's because of the fact that whenever we do collaborations with each other, it's literally the same thing over and over again. It's literally just Rails Unlimited, Rails Unlimited, Rails Unlimited, Rails Unlimited, Rails Unlimited. Like, my God, y'all, we're going to stop collaborating because we're going to get burned out on it. And that's what's happening. The collaboration started waning well before this whole viral outbreak occurred. Because we were both not only getting burned out on the main game y'all want us doing stuff on together, but it's also because we both want to move on to other things relating to gaming. And as a result, we've just gotten to where it's hard for us to do collaborations as often as we used to. Like, for instance, this Toshiba is starting to show its age. And as a result, a lot of the games that were, originally able to be played on it just can't be played anymore. Even Roblox won't hardly works on some days. What you saw earlier today with SteamMage was a rare chance. Normally, the internet cuts out halfway through, or everything takes forever to load, or simply doesn't respond. So, that's up in the air at the moment. As for Minecraft, we both already have been on an uncertain hiatus about that. We don't know what we're going to do with that. So, because it seems like whenever we do any sort of stuff that doesn't relate to, say, trains or ships, nobody cares about it. And the thing is, y'all need to care about it. Because Jesse's got almost 20,000 people following him, okay? And he wants to branch away from, say, 2 specific types of games. He wants to move on from, say, Rails Unlimited on Roblox, or, say, Stormworks, or, say, everything else in the same category. He wants to move on to other games and other content. But y'all fans, and I'm not saying y'all intentionally are doing this, but y'all are just not giving him that chance. He wants to move on. He wants to broaden his spectrum, his horizon. But y'all are essentially causing him to, in a sense, cave in under the pressure. With y'all spamming in every video comment section that on every video he has, it's like, Jesse, do Rails Unlimited, Jesse, do Rails Unlimited, Jesse, they added this, they added that, yada, 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 yada. My God, y'all. If I had to deal with that, I would honestly get burned out as quickly as he is. In short, don't hound him. Because it's like if you hound, you say you want, you hound your parents about something, okay? It gets to a point to where they won't, it gets to where you hound them enough to where they don't want to do what you're wanting them to do. And in a sense, it's kind of like that with Jesse. I've talked to him a lot, and some days he was stressed out. Because he's like, everybody keeps, bugging me to do this, do that, do this on Rails Unlimited, and it's driving me nuts. And I get that. I honestly get that, because, I don't like being hounded, and to be fair, I don't want to be forced to do something I don't want to do when it comes to gaming. If any of you guys who've watched my channel know me well, you know that I do whatever I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. I don't have a timetable, I don't have a schedule. I just do it whenever I have time, and I do it whatever interests me. VRP, no. I'm not ending the channel, but there's just going to be a slower and lower amount of content coming in. I might be able to do it probably 5 or maybe 2 to 5 minutes of video. But, after that, I'm not going to do a lot of this long stuff unless it's, late in the evening or something. That's the thing, anything during the day is most likely going to be put on hold until this mess blows over, whenever it blows over, because I don't know when. That's the thing. Connecticut was supposed to be the last trip. Well, apparently all the ones prior have become the final trips because, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get back out and travel with my grandmother. And for all I know, I won't be able to do any sort of traveling later because I've got to move on with my life. And and I can already tell you, photography isn't exactly going to pay the bills. I'm going to have to find a backup career just in case. So, yeah. Other than that, it's pretty much it. But the other thing concerning Jesse and I at the present time currently is simply this: he's busy. He's very busy, and I don't want to end up bugging him, okay? Because he's got a lot of stuff he's doing. He's still gaming, obviously, but he's just not recording as frequently. In fact, he let you guys know of this in his first video since that injury with his arm. So, yeah. There you go. At the moment, he's currently working with Centrix on a project concerning, the specs being right historically, so he's caught up with that. He's also caught up with, I've been caught up. He's been caught up with the same thing I'm dealing with, which is all the schoolwork. I don't know what they're going to do about our exams, our end-of-course exams, our EOCs. I'm guessing they're going to have the teachers just give us a sort of final exam thing to make up for it. I don't know, but, I really don't know. I'm going to have to ask them about that, but, yeah, it's just, I hate it. This is one time where I was genuinely looking forward to graduation, and now I won't get that chance because I was hoping to go back to my elementary school. Because every teacher over there remembers me well, and now I won't get to have that final reunion. Or if we do get it, I'm betting everyone is probably going to have since retired or just moved on from the school. And all I'll be going back to is a place filled with unfamiliar faces. It's like the high school. Most of the teachers I remember from when I first came here have already since either retired, quit, or transferred. So, I mean, yeah. Armstrong 148, listen. I've got close to 1,000 videos on this channel. I honestly don't think you'll have to worry about being bored. With my crazy antics, I guarantee you, no video is boring. See, now, let me just say this. The fact is, this virus is going on. And unfortunately, it's going to take them a while to get cure made. Plain and simple. So, yeah, like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, heck, we still don't know what exactly caused it. I was thinking of, like, somebody ate contaminated food. Like, that's what they originally think. I personally think, considering what I've heard later, I honestly think whatever, I guess, CDC-type lab they have over there must have had some sort of containment breach of some kind. In other words, in some way, shape, or form, a virus that may have been in that lab somehow ended up getting out. And as a result, has since been transferred to everybody and everywhere. I mean, if you think about it, that's probably the most logical thing. And plus, you know, it's China. What's going on over there? But either way, like, the fact of the matter is this virus is still here. It's still affecting everybody around the world. It's still infecting people. It's still... And the fact is, it's still killing people. So, it's that simple. The longer they take to get a cure developed, the more people may die. And the more may get infected. Hell, Georgia's got currently 4,000 cases right now. I don't know how many are dead or dying or infected. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is pretty soon nobody will be safe. It's funny. This is basically Plague Inc., but in real life. And the difference between a game and real life is simply this. There is no respawn button for life. You only get one life, and that's it. There is no respawn button. And there's almost 1 million different things out there that can easily take that life from you, and viruses like this are one of them. I stress to everyone who views this stream, whether live or after it goes offline, to stay safe, to stay careful, and to, above all else, pray. Because personally, I believe in God. And I mean no offense. I may not pray, but I do believe in Him. And I know there's plenty of people who don't. But the fact of the matter is sometimes when things like this happen, sometimes that's the only way to keep hope alive. I mean, you can have all the medical supplies in the world, and in the end, sometimes it's not enough. And heck, they issued, I guess, some kind of shelter order for Georgia, so we're cut. At this point, I don't think we're able to leave our homes. So at this point, they may have started having to deal with cases of people going stir crazy. I mean, who knows? There's no telling what'll happen. I mean, it's literally like Stephen King's The Mist. I mean, the phrase for the film is simply this: fear changes everything. That's no true. That's truer now than it was then. Or in the book. This isn't fiction, this isn't fantasy, this is reality. This is nonfiction, this is real. I mean, real life doesn't have any kind of, quote-unquote, happy ending. It's kind of like one of those books where it's like either the ending is a realistic ending, which is what you'd expect, a bad ending, or most likely an ambiguous ending where you never know what becomes of the person. They just leave you as the viewer wondering what's going on. I mean, hell, who knows? Somebody may find this channel 50 or 60 years after I'm gone and wonder, whatever happened to that kid? Whatever happened to the boy known as Railroad Preserver 2000? Well, we'll just have to wait and see then, won't we? Well, the fact of the matter is, Lions, Cena Lions, is there is no respawn button. Everyone wishes there was, but the fact is life is no video game and you only get one chance. It's up to you if you take it. It's that simple. I mean, personally, I've always had a saying. I mean, life is one of the greatest gifts God can give. But, I mean, it's up to us as individuals to decide which path to take in our lives. I mean, we can either go the right way, make the right choices to have the right life, or we can go the wrong way and make the wrong choices and end up having the worst life. But, I mean, nobody can make those choices for you. I mean, that's up to you as the individual. It's up to you to make that choice. And, I mean, hell, I'm no saint. Nobody is. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's simply this. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Doesn't matter how much experience we have. I mean, you could have 3 years of experience. You could have 30 years of experience. And you could still make a mistake. I mean, you could have all the wisdom in the world and whatnot. And you could still make mistakes. That's just part of being human. No human's ever perfect. We try to be perfect, but yeah. That's just it. We all make mistakes at some point or another. And we either have to learn from those mistakes or we have to live with the regrets caused by them if we don't learn. And as I say, I'm no saint. I've made plenty of mistakes that I can regret. So there you go. Alright then. I know I'm not the only one here who has work to do. We all have work to do at the moment. Amen, Wesley. Yes. Now then. We all have work to do. Let us get it done, shall we? Railroad Preserver 2000. Signing out.